Clippers 5th in the West, a game behind Utah, and the Clippers own the tiebreaker, having won the season series. Boy, it looked like a foul there on Noel. Redick for three. One of the best teams in the league through the first 16 games. They went 14-2, and then Blake Griffin got hurt. Chris Paul got hurt, and Jordan with the rebound. Here's Griffin down the floor for the dunk. 7-0 start for the Clips. Team, and he wasn't even on an NBA team until February.
That's good defense by Chris Paul, but Dirk Nowitzki, as a 7-footer, does not even see the contested hand of Paul.
Barnes, former Golden State Warrior, who is really scoring close to 20 per game.
Well, he's a guy that works his tail off, puts the time in, loves the game of basketball.
Take more threes. He has not attempted a ton of them, hasn't forced them this year. And that time he had a look at a three. Instead, he put it up.
You know, pre-draft workout, he's a much better shooter than we thought.
Along with Raymond Felton, who plays for the Clippers. He won a title at North Carolina back in 2005. Here's Griffin for three. We talk
kids. I'm watching college football. 50, 60,000 people with a jersey on.
What? What school gets what? What player gets what? Is it based on TV contracts that conferences have? Has Redick drilled?
Minded, because I'm asking a guy to do something that I know he can do. It's right up his alley. So it's a perfect situation for Blake Griffin and the Clippers.
Here's Devin Harris. And missed the three.
Good rotation by DeAndre Jordan. How many big men are able to close out to a shooter?
Chris Paul with a pull-up three.
Here, there was no volume, but the question was, is Chris Paul an all-time great point?
Ball off the Jordan screen. The pull-up jumper is good. 10 points for Chris.
In high school, comes home and his wrist is swollen. I'm like, what happened? As DeAndre Jordan knocks it down.
They work it around to the corner, and Finney Smith off the mark on the three.
It's good ball movement, good looks. Not able to capitalize.
Griffin got great position.
Can you tell I'm excited about Pat Ewing being the head coach of the Georgetown Hoyas?
Look, Patrick Ewing is a guy that, when obviously you played with him and in college played against him, as Paul launches a three. Everybody just stood.
You're right. You got to see that. And he pointed to the referee in the corner, letting him know.
Here's Harrison Barnes, and Barnes able to connect. 8 points for Barnes. 4 seconds left. Here's the switch. Paul against Noel. Paul rising over Noel. Short on the three-pointer. It seemed like the Clippers absolutely dominated that first half. They should in the playoffs.
One advantage they have is come playoff time, you look to shorten your rotation as Chris Paul posts up to give a breather. They're going to need quality play. Raymond Felton's another guy that they brought along, so they'll be just fine. It's about staying healthy as Harrison.
It's going to be hard to pick Rookie of the Year this year, because Joel Embiid, if he was healthy, he was going to run away with that award, but he missed 50 games. Griffin hits the jumper.
His accountant the other day. Are you serious?
Well, you are going to be in San Antonio. I know he's in and out.
Well, for certain teams, you can win on the road. And his body of work says that.
Man. From three since he came back from right knee injury. Nowitzki, swish.
Like he was crazy. You could believe in me, but not like that. I mean, that's an unbelievable accomplishment to even be in discussion.
Farrell, nice job to shield the defender, and Harrison Barnes in his 5th NBA season, first with Dallas. He's one of the most improved scorers in the NBA, going from 12 points per game to 19 per game this year. They go to Griffin up, and possession for the Clippers. Griffin again, just powering his way deep.
Basketball. With his mentality right now, he's basically saying, without saying, get me the rock.
Bamute gets a friendly bounce. Now he sees Devin Harris on him. He starts to power him. Here comes the double. The patient offense here by the Clippers. Paul working on Finney Smith, backing away, falling out of bounds by the Clippers after Dallas cut the deficit to 6. Harris finds measure. I do know Northwestern has a broadcast school. J.A. went there and also teaches there.
And finally a basket.
Fall. Beautiful shot by Barea, spinning it off. Has Spates on him now. It's an interesting matchup here. And Spates gets.
I'm not really sure, and I would say don't do it just because of that. Vote for the guy that you think should win the award. It has nothing to do.
May sway voters.
No, not as far as I'm concerned.
Well, then you know who it is, and you're just not telling me.
Yes, co-MVP.
Okay, Matthews. A lot of people forgot that. You know, there were seasons where Oscar Robertson had 9.9 rebounds and had a double-double in the assists and points. So almost did it several times. Here's Barnes hanging and scoring. And with Brooklyn back and forth with the Nets and their D-League team, released by Brooklyn, signed a 10-day contract with Dallas, went off in a game at Portland, and then got a 2-year contract in February. Brasino again, 10-point lead again for Dallas. Griffin, and that is a tough.
And recognizing double team was not coming, take advantage.
How about 32 points for Griffin? Utah's had an excellent year. How will they do against Golden State if they meet again? Kevin Durant's supposed to come back Saturday, by the way, for the Warriors, and we'll see how long it takes them to adjust as Chris Paul knocks down the jumper, giving him 20. Chris Paul with 20 points and 11 assists. J.J. Redick 23 points. Nice finish by Noel. Yet for the Coach of the Year. Are you waiting on that one?
I have not voted for dismal start. Had tremendous respect for him and his well-deserved recognition because people thought, okay, he's winning because of his talent.
Here's Dwight Powell, and he gets us midway through the third quarter, but the Clippers turned it on and end up winning 112-101. LA improves to 48-31. Dallas falls to 32-46. Blake Griffin, phenomenal.